All right, welcome back everybody. My name's Austin. Every Bitcoin holder needs to see this. Like this, there's an upgrade for Bitcoin, a design for a CoinSwap implementation for massively improving Bitcoin's privacy and fungibility. So this is a big upgrade. And the best thing is, CoinSwap doesn't break any of Bitcoin's assumptions or features like an auditable supply or pruning. It can be built on today's Bitcoin without any new soft forks. Very nice. But let's get specific. A little bit more specific than the Schnorr, Taproot, TapScript upgrades that are happening to Bitcoin, hopefully this year, hopefully soon. If you're interested in learning what Schnorr, Taproot, and TapScript is for Bitcoin, there is a link down below. Check it out. Today we're talking about the CoinSwap implementation, and this was just tweeted yesterday, but CoinSwap is possibly the most bullish development of the year for Bitcoin. Consider donating to Chris if you agree. And if you want to donate to Bitcoin developers, be a part of the next generation of Bitcoin privacy, I'm going to link this down below in the description as well. So what is CoinSwap, and what does this mean to you as a Bitcoin holder? CoinSwap is a non-custodial privacy technique for Bitcoin based on the idea of atomic swaps. But instead, now it's CoinSwaps. CoinSwap could be said to allow Bitcoins to teleport undetectably to anywhere else on the blockchain. So in other words, and keep in mind, I'm not a developer, always just use this channel as a jumping off point for you to do your own research. But in other words, CoinSwaps break the transaction graph between the sent and received Bitcoins. On the blockchain, it looks like two sets of completely disconnected transactions. This would be awesome. This would make Bitcoin even more censorship resistant, and this is being developed right now. Now keep in mind, it's not 100% private. The only distinguishing mark of CoinSwap transactions is that they involve a 2-to-2 multisig address, as 2-to-3 multisig addresses are far more common as of 2018, yet these would be using 2-of-2 multisig addresses. The good news is that with script techniques, in addition to CoinSwap, techniques like ECDSA2P or Schnorr signatures, it would become possible to have CoinSwaps that are completely indistinguishable from any other transaction on the blockchain. Hey, I got a question. What if you're a Bitcoiner that just wants to do ordinary transactions? What if you're not going to be using CoinSwap? Well, non-CoinSwap transactions would also be slightly more private because a blockchain analyst could never be quite sure that the ordinary transactions are not actually CoinSwaps. They also do not require much block space compared to the amount of privacy they provide. So this is all very, very interesting. If you want to check out the code, I'm going to link the GitHub down below in the description. Now, this is a news channel. We bring you breaking news in the crypto space daily. So we are going to be talking about Google and the altcoin Theta, the altcoin Polkadot and Ethereum, and many, many other stories. So watch the whole video. But I do have one question. CoinSwap isn't new. It's been being worked on for some time now. So what is the upgrade? What is the announcement today? Why are people tweeting about this today? Well, I reached out to the developer, the man himself, and asked him, what is today's specific update? And this was his response. Yes, CoinSwap has been known about for a while, but it's always had problems that were unsolved until now. To build a CoinSwap system which creates transactions with actually good privacy, you need a lot of other building blocks. So what were the problems that were unsolved until now? For example, amount correlation. If Alice CoinSwaps 15 BTC and receives back another 15 BTC, then it's easy for a blockchain analyst to link the two coins by searching amounts. Another problem is single point of trust. If Alice and Bob do a coin swap, then Bob still knows where Alice's coins went because they were part of the same transaction. But the update today, the problem that was unsolved until now, is that the document that he's written is a high-level design combining everything that's needed to make a really good system. So this is a pretty big step in the right direction. The minute I get more information, I'm going to keep you updated. I'm going to make a video. And again, a lot of people are claiming that CoinSwap is possibly the most bullish development for Bitcoin of the year. All right, next piece of news before Polkadot, the altcoin Theta. Google has just signed on as a network validator for the blockchain video network Theta. So Theta is essentially trying to be like a decentralized Twitch streaming platform. Google is teaming up with Theta Labs in a move meant to help the video delivery network onboard users through Google Cloud. As part of the partnership, the tech giant is assisting Theta with its mainnet 2.0 launch, which is a hard fork happening today. And check this out. Theta, which used to be a low-cap coin, in my opinion, is mooning right now. And I get it. Google is a big get for the Theta network. But question, what does Google get in return for backing Theta? Well, Google will not only become the protocol's 5th external validator node, so they will be in charge, Google will be in charge partly of validating each transaction, but also Theta Labs is staking 5 million Theta tokens worth about $2.4 million for Google on the network. So Google gets 5 million tokens. And if you're still asking, what is Theta? Well, Theta rewards network participants for relaying video content to other users using their spare bandwidth and computing resources, so it distributes that bandwidth. The end result should be a massive decentralized mesh network of relayers. So question, how decentralized is Theta? And if Google controls one of the network validators, who controls the other validators? Well, Google joins the likes of Binance, Blockchain Ventures, Gummy Cryptos as external enterprise validators that propose and validate new blocks on the Theta blockchain. Eventually, Theta aims to have 31 external enterprise validators, and Google Cloud is becoming Theta's preferred cloud provider. So 31 validators to me doesn't sound that decentralized compared to Bitcoin, at least, which has over 10,000. But again, it's all degrees of centralization. The use case of money should be the most decentralized. And then it's a question, how decentralized do you want your distributed streaming network to be? Next piece of news, the big day, big news day. Polkadot is now officially a thing as the mainnet goes live. And this was created by Web3 Foundation and Parity Technologies. And the reason that the Ethereum community has some problems with this new altcoin, the Parity team used to develop on Ethereum. They used to be one of the people behind Ethereum 2.0, but instead they focused their attention on something new, Polkadot. So what is Polkadot? Polkadot is a blockchain that connects other blockchains together in a single network. So it's focusing on interoperability, and it's now live. The launch of the network has been about 4 years in the making, at points placing its creators in conflict with the Ethereum network they helped nurture. So it's a new blockchain. Question though, does it scale? Well, Polkadot is a proof-of-stake network that uses sharding to tackle thorny scalability issues and enable increased network usage. And to dig deeper, its sharding feature works hand in hand with its other core feature, interoperability. Polkadot connects several chains together in a unified network, allowing them to process in parallel and exchange data with strong security guarantees between chains. And Ethereum could be one of those chains, but again, there was a sort of like a conflict of interest at the beginning, and then these guys went and created maybe another Ethereum killer. But let's check out the tokens, the DOT tokens. What? IOU in CoinMarketCap. Yes, though Polkadot is live, DOT tokens don't technically exist yet. And while most of these tokens were sold to roughly 40,000 individuals back in the 2017 ICO bull run, the launch of this mainnet doesn't unlock these tokens for transfer yet. And next piece of news, big bank Goldman Sachs denies Bitcoin is an asset class. So as this channel reported to you, today is the day that they have their client call that was titled something like Inflation, Gold, and Bitcoin. Oh, actually, it was titled U.S. Economic Outlook and Implications of Current Policies for Inflation, Gold, and Bitcoin. Lumping them together, I had thought would have been bullish. There was a lot of hope, but now we have some of the sides. Remember last week when we were all bullish for the Goldman Sachs call? Well, here are some of the slides. Cryptocurrencies, including Bitcoin, are not an asset class. They do not provide consistent diversification benefits given their unstable correlations. They do not show evidence of hedging inflation. Wow. Goldman Sachs, while they are creating their own cryptocurrency, they do not want their clients to buy Bitcoin. Banks don't like Bitcoin. Who knew? But hey, I liked this perspective from Cameron Winklevoss. Hey, Goldman Sachs, 2014 called and they asked for their talking points back. Bitcoin was declared a commodity by the CFTC in 2015 in the coin flip order. So yeah, it's an asset whose price is set by supply and demand. Just like gold, just like oil, it's a commodity. Also, keep in mind that Paul Tudor Jones isn't waiting around for the approval of the establishment to buy Bitcoin, and neither should you. Do your own research, build your own conviction. From Cameron Winklevoss. That's the video. My name's Austin. See you tomorrow.